Right, I'm checking this chick out. So basically my last thoughts on the Anthony Yard, Arthur Beterbiev versus Anthony Yard. My last thoughts on this is basically what I want to see from Yard, really. What I want to see from Yard in this fight. I want to see some well-placed left hooks, even some right hooks, some well-placed left hooks, and some uppercuts. But I really want to see some uppercuts, because both of these fighters like to fight in the mid-range, right? Up close mid-range fighters. Now, I can't see Anthony Yard going in this fight trying to be the boxer. If he does that, probably not a good idea. But they both got similar kind of styles anyway, in terms of like the likes to fight in the mid-range. Okay, so if you're fighting in the mid-range, what are Anthony Yard's tools? Now, Anthony Yard, he can get backed up. I've seen Arthur Yard. No, I've seen I keep getting mixed up. I've seen Lyndon Arthur back and Anthony Yard up into the ropes quite a lot in the last fight. People say that Anthony Yard is a strong fighter. He's strong, physically strong. He is, but how strong is he? Is he stronger than Beterbiev? So we'll see what happens if they get tied up in the ropes, or if they get tied up, who pushes who towards what. And I think when they get up close, I think some key punches. Fucking hell, these potholes. I think some key punches will be the uppercut and a nice short left hook right up close. I want to see a nice uppercut reminiscent of of Liam Smith versus Eubank. I want to see a nice uppercut like that. In fact, I want to see some Chris Eubank uppercuts. You know what I mean? I want to see some of those, because I think the way Arthur Beterbiev sets himself, I think he when they're up close, I think he can be for the picking there. He can get some nice uppercuts from Anthony Yard. I think Anthony Yard can do that. I don't think Anthony Yard isn't really known for throwing uppercuts from the fights that I've seen. Lots of his shots, Anthony Yard's shots are left hooks and right hooks. That's what most of his shots are. Don't get me wrong, he throws a good right hand as well, straight right hand. It's almost like it's almost like a slightly looping right hand. But I don't think I've seen too many uppercuts, or I haven't really seen too many uppercuts of note, like some real powerful, uppercuts. I don't think I've really seen that. I could be wrong. I don't think I have. But I think, because some boxers, you won't see him use certain punches. A lot of them like to use the 1-2. The jab, the right hand, 1-2, 1-2. Look at Bivol. Bivol is the master of the 1-2. Them straight shots, them 1-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He was doing that to Canelo all night. He's a master of them straight basic shots. It's the basic shot. They're the first things you learn. Well, that's the first two combinations you learn in boxing is the 1-2, and Bivol is the master of that. And that's why I feel that if Bivol did face Beterbiev, Bivol would win, because Bivol's distance, his timing is impeccable. But anyway, I'm fucking going off track. So yeah, again, I haven't really seen too many times Anthony Yarde throw an uppercut. Now I don't know why that is. Maybe he doesn't feel the need to in some of the fights he's had, but I feel that the uppercut will be one of the key shots he needs to do in this fight. Obviously the left hook, and Yarde's known for his good left hook, we know that. So, you know, who knows? Has Artabetiev done his homework enough to where he he's probably expecting the left hook. So you know, if that's the case, then you know, a good thing for Anthony Yarde to do is to feint the left hook and come in with a right uppercut. You know, or even if you don't feint it, you can come in to he can loop that shot round. Better is probably going to be prepared for that. Loop that shot round, not with too much power though, but loop the left hook round to set up the right uppercut. I feel that little combination there, mid-range up close, I think that can be a deciding factor in the fight. I can see, you know, if he puts enough lever on the left hooks and the uppercuts, right, I can see Artabetiev getting shook. I can see it. I'm picturing it right now. I can just see it happening. Go look at the Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz fight. How did Ruiz get put down the first time? I could have swore it was a left hook, right uppercut by Anthony Joshua. Think about it. You got both your hands set there, yeah. Or you can see the, or basically, you'll get hit with the left hook. So you're gonna cut. You're naturally gonna cover up there, but you're not gonna see. But then when that right uppercut comes up from underneath, you're not really set for that. A lot of people ain't set for that shot, and that's how Andy Ruiz got dropped. Don't get me wrong, Andy Ruiz got back up. Andy Ruiz, he's got some good recovery power. He got up nicely from that shot. And we've seen Anthony Joshua is good at uppercuts. He likes to throw that shot, and it works. It fucking works. Look how many times he's put down fighters with the uppercut. So I just feel that, just keeping it simple. That left hook right uppercut could cause Artabetiev some problems. Also, Yarde needs to keep that fucking left hand up, man. He goes with that left hook. He goes with that left hand down, and you think Beterbiev is gonna let you get away with that left hand down? He's gonna pop you with that right hand. He's gonna come over and pop you with that right hand. Again, I can see that happening too. Now, depending on how it connects. If that connects on that temple area there of Yarde, that could be good night. That could be good night from there. So Anthony Yarde, he needs to keep that left left hand. I don't want to see it down. Obviously he does that because of his style. Because of his little shoulder roll style, that lower left hand with the right hand cocked. Yeah, that's good. That's all good and well. But again, like I said in my last video, that may work. It may actually work this time, but I don't really think that's a good idea. not with the way Better Beer punches that, you know what I mean? So as long as his left hand isn't down all the time, and he doesn't get caught, and he throws a couple of them nice combinations what I'm talking about, I can see Andy Yarde winning. I can see him winning the fight. As long as he paces himself, you know, because everyone thinks this is going to go to a knockout. He may well, but who's to say it's not going to go 12 rounds? Why can't it go 12 rounds? Because what you find is, a lot of the times when you get two real good boxers, no one's getting knocked out. They're not getting knocked out. You go to full 12. But then you could say, well, these two are knockout artists. Well, they are. But that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes two knockout artists will cancel each other out. I feel there'll be a lot of clinching involved in this fight. A lot of clinching. A bit of wrestling. I can see all that. There'll be a lot of clinching. There'll be a lot of wrestling. Jostling for position. I don't think there'll be too much fighting from range. I can't really see that happening too much. So there'll be a lot of up close. There'll be a lot of clinching. You might get a bit dirty as well. You know, someone might get a cut. You know what I mean? Andy Yarde could get a cut because you can just see it now. You know, gets up close, heads rub together. Someone's gonna get cut. So they're basically my last thoughts. So my last thoughts, kind of a semi prediction on what's gonna happen. And the reason why I'm talking more so for Yarde is because basically no one's really giving him a chance. So I'm talking from an aspect of how Yarde can win the fight and why I think he would win it. That's the reason why I'm coming at that angle. So with that, I'm out.